Hey everyone!
What's up?
Haven't been back in a minute,
Yeah,
but we're back now.
back now, that's all that matters.
Yeah. It's a nice afternoon, early evening off. So,
Yeah,
here we are.
between being busy and
Yes.
doctor's appointments and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Whoop whoop.
More bones to be broken and,
Well, thankfully not bones being broken, but the bones are healing.
Yeah.
In the process. Well,
Right.
Starting tomorrow in the process.
Yep.
So, good stuff.
Yeah. I got a prescription I got to take every day. It's a shot every day
Yep.
for bone density.
Yep. As in injections, yeah.
So I picked it up yesterday. Yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah.
Right? And brought it home, threw it in the fridge. And once I did that, before we went to sleep last night, I'm like, let me take a look at it.
Yeah.
To see if, how this works. I don't have to deal with it in the morning.
Yeah. Good thing you did that.
So, go and do that. No needles. They didn't supply the needles. So
Yeah, this is an injectable medication, and they have no needles included for using it.
So needles come separately. So I'm like, oh, great.
Thanks.
All right, perfect. All right, no problem. No problemo. So I went and got a few needles today. So until she sends another script in.
Which I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm sure. I emailed her and the pharmacist got a hold of him. So, but if anybody ever wants to go to the best pharmacist, Esco Pharmacy in New York City.
Yep, that's right. As an ESCO.
Yeah, they even help people that are here. Help people here. If you're from out of state,
yeah,
and you go there, they're open on Sundays too. So
that's cool. You all right?
Yes.
All right. But they help New Yorkers, but they help people who are visiting too.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah. There's an invitation in your email to access the support. All right, awesome. Just a different doctor just emailed me. So.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm not going to say all that.
Let me see what else we got. I wanted to say that with Elon Musk.
Yeah. Which thing is it about? How he's apparently no longer part of the government, even though Trump said he's still going to be part of the government? Is the thing about how these basically there are all these people connected to Elon saying no, like he was high out of his effing gourd.
Oh, he still is.
During the whole, yeah, I assume so. Mm-hmm.
It's just that he's,
when you have that kind of money,
it's not. But he doesn't. That's the thing.
Well, whether or not he's the wealthiest ever, he has access to a lot more money than I can comprehend.
But you know what? So,
sure.
like I was saying,
you can go out of your mind pretty quick with that, I would think.
Like I was saying, Bernie Madoff had that too. But he said he always knew the ride would be over.
Yeah.
He just never had any idea that would have gone that far. But it did. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
First of all, he might be worth a few million or $1 billion or whatever. He is not worth what it was, 260, or even he's quote unquote the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Okay.
You mean to tell me he's wealthier?
Yeah.
Than all the oil tycoons that have been around since the 50s?
Oh yeah.
They're trillionaires. They just don't go running around the fucking world acting like fucking little fucking jack-offs.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're fucking executed by the rest of their family.
Well, they have all sorts of other stuff going on there too. So that's a whole other conversation. Though.
I'm just saying, they don't want to be in Forbes fucking 100.
No, they're not trying to run around and jump around on stage.
Because that's what they want, is to fucking have their families targeted.
Yeah.
For people that are poor and we kidnapped this guy's daughter and fucking.
No, I'm not sure anyone, let's say, surrounding the royal families that are also the oil tycoons in the Middle East. I'm not sure the poor would have any access to them.
But when they travel.
Yeah, when they travel, I don't know how often they travel.
But what
or
I'm
for
saying
that matter,
is,
how they travel.
Look, if you're a mother or a father,
Yeah.
you come and you had X amount of kids, right?
Yeah.
That are brought into this world. You're the mom.
Yeah.
You care about them. But, of course, you want them to be able to travel the world, do whatever they want.
Yes.
With very few bodyguards. I mean, you're going to have some, but you're not going to tell them. What if you're like, I don't need a bodyguard. I'm a big girl. I'm a big boy. Blah, blah. I know, but look.
Trust me, yes, you do. Yeah. Because
they have forgotten more things than you know. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
but by the way, Elon is not on that level.
Well, I think he's a friend.
I
don't think anybody wants to kidnap him. That's the thing. I don't think it's like that. But trust me, the shoe's going to drop.
Yeah.
Because there's so much shit going on now with his fraud.
Oh, yeah, whoa.
You know, some guy bought a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
A new Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Found out the parts in that quote-unquote new were all used.
What?
From old Cybertrucks.
What? Oh, that's garbage. I'm not saying, of course, So
you think that's an isolated incident?
I would think no.
So, and again,
wow.
It's not even just here in the States. People aren't buying Teslas anymore.
No, all around the world.
It's the world. And that stock is what, close to $300? It's not. Get the fuck out of it. It's just so many people own it, and they just keep hoping that it's going to turn around. Sell that fucking shit. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth at least half. Because it's not even worth what it is now. I would say, if you tell me his sales are down 90%.
Yeah.
Right? And his stock is only down like 10, guess what? Those aren't real numbers. The only reason why it's being held up is because no one's selling it. Because when people started early buy-ins, like, it's so popular and so cheap.
Yeah.
I'll buy it for $100. I bought it for $100.
Okay.
Years ago.
Yeah.
When I saw the fluctuation in it.
Then that's when you sold
it. It's too
it.
much.
Okay.
You can't go from a $90 stock 1 month at $180 stock the next month back to $140 the next week. Something's going on.
Yeah.
So I still sold and made a tiny profit, but that's a major company like that with no headlines. Like it wasn't like, okay, they got recalled or
when
they lay off, or it was just.
Well, just think our press here, our news outlets here, are owned by the uber wealthy. So why would there be any headlines about it? Why would there be?
Because.
Yeah.
Because there's always competition with the uber wealthy.
There is, that's true. But if you start showing the weaknesses of this one, it's going to be easy to start highlighting the weaknesses of the others.
Really?
It's about not rocking the boat.
No,
You don't think so?
I think it's all ego.
I think it's ego too.
I think, put it this way.
But
with men,
ego. Yeah.
Very few men don't have ego. But
I
major
don't know
people. Hey, hold on. I read another article you were speaking. I read an article. Guess what our fucking friend Jamie Dimon is doing now?
Oh, what's he doing now?
He is saying that I don't think the United States should be investing in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies. What we should be investing in is smart things. Another one. Smart. Common sense. That. He starts off with that.
Oh, yeah.
So, smart things. Guess what it said? Think better. Other than Bitcoin or any other, go ahead, commodity, what should we buy?
I would
invest in as the United States.
I would assume fuel. I would assume electricity. Like something like that. Am I wrong?
Keep going. No, because you're not. Right.
Vehicles?
No. No, maybe, but no.
I don't know. What?
Bullets.
Oh.
Bullets.
Wow.
Bullets. At best, one of the things he mentioned was medicines, which we already have in the Federal Reserve. We have, poppy seed. If we need to grow shit again, we can grow it, especially medicines.
Now, seeds and medicines are different.
But nonetheless, they're prepared for that.
Okay.
And they do have enough of that.
Okay.
But he said, if you look up Jamie Dimon, Dimon.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm sure I can. Yeah, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? What a fucking douche. Again, just because Trump, when you called Trump and he didn't fucking answer, when you wanted to congratulate him, he didn't answer. He don't like you either, bro.
I'm going to guess that just means that Jamie Dimon didn't give him enough money to make
it's just he's a fucking asshole.
But Trump's an asshole too, so why would Trump care about that?
Yeah, but you know what? I like Trump a lot better than Jamie Dimon. Oh, here we go. Calls on U.S. to stockpile bullets, rare earth instead of Bitcoin.
Huh.
Now, hold on. You can't stockpile rare earth.
Because how do you stockpile it? Like you put these in safes? What do you put them in?
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Actually, what you could do. And drones, he said. Yeah. Guns, ammunition, and drones. So hold on. Jamie, I don't think you've ever traveled outside New York City. I don't think you've ever been to upstate New York or gone to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
First of all, Pennsylvania is a concealed carry permit state.
Okay.
As long as you don't have a felony or if you were ever 911 was ever called on you for a domestic, you're not getting one.
Okay.
Or you've been in a loony bin.
Okay.
You might get one if it's been a few years and you're not on meds.
Okay.
You might get one.
Okay.
But those 3 things, other than that, you get one. In 7 days. Wow. Open carry, concealed carry, whatever you want.
Wow.
So first of all, we have enough guns, Jamie.
Yeah, we do.
I know people are like guns. Trust me, I go to 1 or 2 of their houses. There's plenty.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's just not waving it around.
But talking about how we need to buy more guns, are you serious?
So hold on.
This is the United States.
Well, hold on. First of all, he'd said,
we don't need
when
more
I read
guns.
into the article, he'd said,
yeah.
Well, considering that China can launch it, we could get into a war, and they have this, and that, and within a half hour, we could be at a war with them or something like that. And they have so much more to fight with. Hold on, Jamie.
Yeah.
Do you read the papers too? Because you know what? I hate to tell you, if China ever took a shot at one of our people, a nuclear war would start. Yeah. And it'd be all over. So you know what? Guns and fucking ammo ain't gonna matter at that point. Yeah. All right. Or they're gonna do a fucking biohazard fucking virus. One state's gonna do to another one. Or they didn't say that in country. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Or something like that. But it's not gonna be fought like they you think. All right. That's one. Second of all, there's not enough fucking people that are enlisted in the fucking armed services to hold those guns or shoot that ammo. Are you, Jamie? Are you going to the front line? Would you know how to load a gun? No. So guess what? Kids nowadays are a lot smarter than you think. They don't want to go fucking die in a war that for whatever fucking reason because they're smart. Yeah. And they'd rather sit home and glom off grandma and grandpa or whatever. They're not going to fight your wars, Jamie. Huh. So you know what? Again, we were talking about this before. Yeah. Every wartime president gets reelected. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. That's one. He's thinking, and that's what always bumps the economy up, is a war. It always jumpstarts the economy. Always. Yeah, because the government then invests in more jobs to build more weapons. That's how it works. That's how it always works. And the beat goes on. Exactly. But point is, that's where his thinking is. It's old thinking, Jamie. Yeah. Jamie, Bitcoin's been around for 20 fucking years now. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. And you know what? It's not a Ponzi scheme, and it does have intrinsic value. Okay. If BlackRock is buying a shitload of it. Yeah. The only reason why you're against it is because BlackRock is smart enough, and they mock you. They do. I know a few of those brokers over at BlackRock. Yeah. They mock him. They don't. Yeah, they never took jobs with JP Morgan. Okay. Because it's like, if you're, say you work at a high-end shoot shop or a jewelry. It's like, okay. Not even Tiffany's. I'm talking like Cartier. Yeah. You're a Cartier salesperson. Okay. Would you go sell jewelry at Walmart or Kmart? No. Would you call yourself a fine jewelry? I wouldn't call myself a fine anything working at Walmart. But that also could be ego talking on my end. It is ego. But what I'm saying is there's a very different price difference. Yes. I can't afford to walk in Cartier. Not that I have a lot of money, but you're not buying Cartier. I don't know if anything is less than $10,000, as soon as you walk in the door.
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you have to ask how much it is, you can't afford it. I know.
Yeah.
I don't even want to ask because I know I'm.
Yeah.
Tiffany, I know is expensive, but I'm white trash.
Yeah.
But that's the
a
big
Tiffany's
joke
not on the level of Cartier. Yeah.
No, but again, that's you see somebody. Oh, I want a Tiffany. This is most people are at upper echelon. Oh, it's Tiffany. Oh, that's nice. Like now we know you're white trash because you wear a Tiffany and you think it's something special.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
I mean, no, I do like some Tiffany stuff. I said, like, that's what makes me white trash.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny. Like, I do like some of it. I've never seen. If somebody showed me a Cartier, whatever, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
The most expensive taste I have.
What's that?
That I actually bought.
Your motorcycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an accessory. A motorcycle is a priority, not an accessory.
And motorcycle is part of your body, whenever you
right.
have one. Yes.
Right. Thank you for correcting yourself. I need a tizzy.
Oh, I know.
Accessory.
Yeah, you've been really worked up so far.
An accessory that I use often.
Yeah.
I like my watches.
Okay, yeah.
I like my armatrons that are $20, $30.
Yeah.
Because they never break.
All right.
When I go out on whatever, date night, I'll wear my one that I can't see because it's so dark. The Movado. And that's a badass watch, that Movado.
Oh, that is
it's
so
just
funny.
That when we went to that candlelight thing, I couldn't see the time, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like, yeah. I know, but it's so badass. It was,
it's a nice looking watch.
If it was glow in the dark, guess what? It would be so badass.
It wouldn't be, no, not even close.
It has that fucking stature.
Yes.
Now, I bought, and it wasn't new, it was used.
Yeah.
It was $300.
Oh, the Movado was?
Yeah. Because I wanted one for, like, that was before my first kid.
Really?
Especially that one.
Okay, and you got it.
Finally.
Yeah. Have you ever had more than that Movado watch?
Maybe more.
Like any other Movado watches?
No.
That's okay. I'm not judging you for it.
No. Well, that one we sold, I don't know, was that Petite Philippe or something?
No, that was I think that was an Armatron.
No.
Well, I know we've got another Armatron.
No, I know, but the one you sold for, was that $260?
Yes.
That was
I'll tell you in a moment.
I had to spend $260 on that. I spent $100 on that.
It's nice that it sold for that.
Usually
because that's what it's worth. Mm-hmm.
Usually, for me to spend $100 on a watch, usually not. No, I think that's the only one I actually did. I never wore it anyway because I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
And the Movado I wear all the time if I had another one.
Yep, and it was an or just a second. Armatron.
No.
Tissot. That's what it was.
Tissot. No, the one for it was like 200.
260.
It says 160.
Oh, you just always say 160 right there. You're right.
Was there another one?
No, these are all the ones. Was it 260 or I think it was 160?
I don't remember.
Yeah, so it was a Tissot. Tissot or Tissot, however you say it.
Tissot.
Tissot, that's how you say it.
Tissot.
So it's French. All right.
Yeah, it's a Tissot. If you look up Tissot.
Tissot.
Yeah, it's they're not cheap, but this I bought used. No, it was new, but it was just not. I don't know where I got it. Like on a slide somewhere, but it was overseas. But
that's my Panda.
There you go. There's your prices of Tissots.
Let me see. Yeah, Tissots cost between. I see the cheapest one so far is $650.
Yeah, it's not happening.
No.
For it to sell.
Another one is $950,
Yep.
$875, $450. Okay, $450 and $525. Those are within range. Yeah, $525, $795, $415, $315. Two of them are $315. $395, $295. All right. Yeah. Now they're going down. Let me see. Do I see anything cheaper than $295? I'm looking. No, I don't see anything cheaper than $295.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is it here. Isn't it? The Movado.
The one you can't see.
It's a black face. It's the same.
Yeah.
Let's see. But the watch band I like too. Even the guy when he changed out the fucking batteries, that's very unique. You don't see the photos with this watch band.
Really?
That's right, motherfucker. You better not bring it back. Change it.
Don't switch it. Yes.
But yeah, the photos ain't cheap. Like this one's $400.
All right.
It's the one I like. But I spent $400 on this one.
Huh.
But it was cheap because I had that custom band. And I wouldn't sell it. I like that too much. So I don't wear it.
Yeah. Oh, I know, baby. I know.
Except for date night. To impress you.
Oh, yes. You always impress me, Panda.
Except for
Yeah.
if you can read, you can know it.
Yes.
It's funny though. I have no idea.
Oh, that is so funny.
But yeah. Anyway, but the one watch that I would, I need to have a lot of money before I part with this kind of money. Is the I get that much. I forgot the name of it.
Not a Tissot, not a Movado.
No, it's a Rolex. It's a Mariner, I think.
Yeah.
Submariner. Rolex Submariner.
Are those the ones that you can dive in?
But you know, you can, but like, I don't look at dive. I just like the style of that watch. That's why a lot of the Armatrons kind of have that same look.
Yeah.
But I'll show you which one it is. It's I don't give a shit about diving or whatever, but
yeah, because you're not a diver, which is something I would think that you would enjoy diving because you're a water baby.
I was just saying, I'm a muff diver, so.
Yeah, you're that too. It's true, baby. But you don't need to wear a tank for that.
Oh, why am I wasting my time with that? All right, but yeah, the Submariners I see them for anywhere between 15 used, of course, to $40,000 new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like here, that 329.
Yeah.
That one, guarantee it's not a real Rolex.
No, not so much. These are Rolexes. That's not a Submariner.
Supposedly it is, but same.
Well, supposedly it's Rolex. Oh, Rolex. A Submariner is Rolex. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Chevy Rolex. Okay. Chevy Tahoe, the make of the car, or Tahoe is Submariner.
Okay.
So.
It's the style.
So, all right, Submariner might be something else. Yeah.
Oh, he's peeing. I hear him peeing in the bathroom.
Boy.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you, I know we've said this on the podcast so many times before, our cat, we toilet trained him. There's no litter box. Actually, from the point in time we adopted him at 5 months old. We started him pretty quick and trained him actually to use the toilet.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
He's the best boy.
He really is.
Yeah. So yeah, even it says here 45% off from $600.
Yeah.
Where'd you fucking steal it from? Unless it's a lady's watch.
Well, why would a lady's watch be worth less?
I don't know.
Because that's how it works, isn't it?
Because they're smart enough not to buy it.
Yeah.
For fucking $20,000. That's why.
Yeah, I would think so.
Like they sell them the knockoffs.
Yeah.
Fake Rolexes down in Chinatown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So funny how people buy them like, it's Rolex. Most people believe it.
I would think so. Well, especially outside of here.
Yeah.
I mean, New York, I think, like if you're the type who's regularly wearing Rolexes, you can probably recognize the difference and know that it's not real.
It's easy to spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Very easy to spot.
I didn't know that.
Super easy. You can spot them. If I'm wearing one right now.
Yes.
If that was fake, you could tell if it's fake. Just that far away.
How so?
You see the second hand?
Yeah.
So you're going tick, tick, tick. A fine quality watch.
Yeah.
Rolex or whatever.
Yeah.
And it sweeps.
It doesn't tick.
It doesn't tick. There's your tell.
All right. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The fake Rolex.
It's going to tick.
And plus people will be more so like, they're really trying to flash it off.
Yeah.
Because a real Rolex is they're going to have about $1,200 shoes too. They're not going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not wearing their I Love New York t-shirt saying, oh my God, this
or
place
even just, this.
Oh, wow, that is too silly.
There's They're selling all these fucking Submariners for like $300. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. There's no way.
They're not actually Submariners.
They can't be.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Not for that price, no. Oh, I know, Kitty, I know. He just called out.
See? They are equipped with Swiss clone mechanical movements.
What does that mean?
Clone, you know what a clone is, right?
Like it's a copy.
Yeah. So it's not Rolex. The part it might say, but the parts inside aren't Rolex.
All right.
So.
All right. See, I didn't think
look, is that how you spell clone? Even it's like C.
I'm trying to.
CL1.
Yeah, CL1.
It looks like clone, but.
Or C10 NE.
You want to see what's up?
Yeah, let me see what's going on with Kitty Cat. Probably, yeah. He often wants an audience for that. Mommy's here. Mommy's here, baby.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Good boy.
See the poop?
Oh, not yet. I bet he's getting ready. I think we're getting ready, Daddy. We gotta run around. Gotta get loosened up. Oh, this is exciting. What do you think, baby? What do you think? All right, I think we're gonna go in just a second.
All right.
Where's up we're going? All right. I'm gonna flush the toilet since it has pee in it. Good boy.
Very good. Anyway, what I was saying about Elon Musk, how what's gonna happen?
Good kitty. What's gonna happen
with Elon Musk?
Yeah.
If or when?
Yeah.
Tesla goes to go bankrupt, he's gonna claim the whole. Well, so many people are gonna be laid off and all this other nonsense. That the government, I told you this before, the government's gonna come in and fucking not bail them out because we don't do that, right?
Well, we already did do that.
But what they're gonna do is they're gonna, like, if you notice, most state cop cars, like state police cars, are Fords, or even some like big cities are Fords or Chevys. They're basically union.
And they're
cars.
big three.
They're out of the big three.
Hey, crazy lady.
What's up, crazy lady?
But they're out of the big three.
Out of the big three, right?
Yeah.
And they're union, and that's why they're like, okay, well, most cities are there's union workers, so we're gonna stick with a company like Ford or GM that has, union workers. So once Tesla starts to shit the bed, the federal government's going to say, well, we'll buy like 100,000 Teslas a year, and let the major cities or like Chicago or whatever take them, to use them as their fucking state car or whatever, federal cars, whatever, to prop the company up.
Yeah.
That way, they could suck that out from the big three, which means union layoffs, because Tesla's not a union shop.
Yeah.
So it's a two-scheme thing. You're propping up Tesla.
Yeah.
And you're
standing against unions. Yeah.
All under the umbrella of like, well, no, we're saving the Tesla jobs. No, you're not. You're not. Because you know what?
Yes.
There's other companies too that are much better, like BYD, that don't need the money.
Yeah.
And once you just build a better fucking car, instead of buying, I don't know, because they didn't hear this, but I say to Jolene, this one guy bought a Cybertruck and found out that it was made from all used parts.
Now I see this too. I was just looking this up. I'm understanding that with Cybertrucks, there's an issue. It's that their body panels are quite easy to take off, and you can switch the parts from there. Well,
so I'm just saying.
So chances are, even if it's brand new, it's not actually brand new because the parts were switched. At least that's from what I'm understanding. It's
Zahid, what's up?
Thanks for joining us, Zahid. I see.
Is she saying anything? Oh wait.
Oh no.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, I am mute.
Say something.
The Cybertrucks, dude, they look like they're Tron cars. I'm serious.
If you can hear us, we can't.
Like they're from Tron.
All right, you knew.
I mean, it's still good to see you on here, anyways, crazy lady.
Yeah, Jim Robinson. Sounds like a baseball player or a football player.
No.
Jim Robinson. Now about him.
Oh yeah.
Jim.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's.
How about now? Say something now, cause lady.
Now? Now? Wait. God.
Yeah, we're still not hearing you. I know we had issues with that before. So it could be issues again.
Well, Podbean always has issues. Podbean always has issues, So there's that.
Yeah, stereo. Yeah, I should be able to hear.
Can you hear me now?
I know. I think I know.
I know, Panda Bear.
I know. And you know what I know? I got pissed because I fucking got 0 out of fucking 5 right again. On
out of the Friday.
Yeah, match the felons with the fucking
On which is that website again?
the smoking gun.
That is so silly.
That's fucking sad. I'm disappointed in myself.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I would think there are bigger things that you could be disappointed at. I feel like don't be hard at that. Like, is it really the end of the world?
Yes, it is. Yeah. I should be good at this by now. I should be.
I know, baby. I know.
Not. Oh, it's hard. It's actually pretty hard to do. So, like, I'm happy when I get like fucking 2 or 3 right.
Yeah.
I'm just like slap happy. Yeah, look at that.
I know you always get so excited.
Why do I put so much fucking
so much energy into that?
No, just like in my fucking. I'm so proud of myself when I got fucking 3 right.
Yeah, I mean you're always really. I mean you're.
I get like 2. I get like 1 or 2, but if I get like 3, I'm so fucking proud of myself.
That's just hilarious.
It's stupid.
Gesundheit, kitty. Oh, and yes, he did poop.
Oh, good.
He's a good boy, and he just
He's
sneezed.
a good boy.
He is a good boy. Well, I saw this. Tim is working with the sound on our computer as a whole. Tim had sent me this earlier, and I'm so freaking excited to watch 28 Years Later. 28 Days Later is one of my favorite all-time horror and thriller films. I love it so much. It was so good. It came out in 2002. And then 28 Weeks Later, I remember I always loved too. That was so good. Absolutely loved that movie. And years and years and years passed. Now, again, on June 20th, 28 years later, is going to be coming out. And Tim had sent me this. Danny Boyle is the one who actually is the filmmaker for it. And he actually did a cool interview about it. He was saying about how they used all the filmmakers on it, all the camera people, everybody involved, used iPhones.
That's insane.
To film it with, which is absolutely insane, you'd think. But he said there's a whole setup. You have a regular iPhone, and something that they were saying the original 28 Days Later shot on. Let me see. I've got it here. What it's called? It's of course, it was actually a film. It was actually a camera. But what it was a I don't know, just.
Buddy!
What about now? Yeah,
there we go. Okay. Sorry if we cut out
me.
for a bit. Yeah, can't mess with it. Can't mess with it. That's right. Especially when we're on a podcast.
Don't tell me what to do, lady.
Oh, I know, baby. I know.
Don't. Alright. Analog stereo. That's analog stereo, right? How about that
Buddy.
One? It up.
I don't know.
So. Not yet. But see if I heard from you before.
I know. You've had this working for a bit. We haven't been doing episodes very much, but
I know.
When
I'm
we
saying,
get on,
I think, when it's this thing. Like, gotta get these right, and I think I actually do have it in that folder.
yeah.
That, like I had you do it, just all what the settings should be. It's just I don't want it to go to the folder.
Yeah, that's going to
Because I don't
involve
want to
actually.
fuck up like
Yes.
that now.
Good thinking.
But so let me.
It's true. Well, we'll work on it over the next few days. We'll find it again.
Yeah,
Because I would think we should be able to get on later on this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should be.
What's that?
You should be able to get on.
I would think so. That would be good stuff. You don't want to go into the folder. You're going into the folder, of course. Yeah.
Oh, see, there it is. Alright, I'll have to go back to that. Settings. I'll just rename that because that's stupid damn. Volume.
Okay. All capital letters.
Yeah. And I should label the fucking like number 1 and 2.
We'll work with that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, now I bored people with that.
Yeah. Yawn.
But,
Yes.
anyway. Oh. Look at my notes. What I could be angry about.
Oh, I know. You always have something to be angry about.
Yeah.
You do.
Is this any better?
It keeps me warm during these winters.
Oh, I'm sure. It's not winter anymore.
Doesn't give me an excuse not to fucking be angry.
I know, baby. I know.
Make me angry.
Oh, I know better than that.
But yeah, what a douche. Stockpile, guns, ammunition, and drones.
Yeah. It just still,
Can you hear me
as
now?
an American,
He
as
said
SH
Friday
is
at the inaugural Reagan Economic Forum. Yo, dude, let it go. You're
What's the
70
Reagan
years
Economic
old.
Forum?
You're 70 years old.
Yeah.
You're in finance. No one's offering you a job like the guys from BlackRock.
No.
Right.
No.
Trump's not in your administration offering you a job. There's fucking people, according to you, barely qualified running the fucking treasury and all that stuff.
Because there
But
are
they're
people
still not
barely
knocking
qualified.
on your door, right?
It's true.
The president and everyone else recognizes that it does have value, cryptocurrency, because people are buying shit, and they're using it as a,
Well, I assume the president recognizes it has value because the crypto boys are investing in him.
Look,
Because he's a con man.
but it doesn't matter.
It does
It-
matter.
no, it
He's a
doesn't.
con man.
Look, it doesn't matter because it does have value. It has intrinsic value.
At least some of it
If I
does.
send, even on the dark web, if I send you X amount of Bitcoin, you'll send me some weed.
Yeah.
Okay. If I go to
That's
the
an
corner and give
intrinsic
somebody $50, I'll get weed, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Yeah.
What I give them, if it's cash or Bitcoin, it's whatever I give them. Like even fucking oranges. That
Yeah.
oranges has value.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you say it doesn't have value, but it does.
Yeah. Well, of course, not all of them do.
And-
A lot of them are scams, but some of them actually are usable.
There's the meme coin has more of a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving forward,
Yeah.
if you have say half a Bitcoin, because it's 120, 10,000 now for one.
For one Bitcoin, 10,000.
110.
110. Wow.
So say you have a half of one.
Okay.
Because you can buy $5 worth if you want.
Yeah.
So say you buy $50 worth of Bitcoin
Okay.
here in the States.
Yeah.
And you go overseas to fucking Russia.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't take $1 or $50 bill, United States bill, and spend money in Russia like it is here worth here.
Yeah.
You're going to get however much they value the United States dollar for.
Yeah.
Or you can say, okay, it could be $50 worth of rubles, right? That's what they use in Russia, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of American dollars or rubles, it might cost you $200. I don't know.
Yeah. Not
The
sure.
exchange rate is. But in Bitcoin,
Yeah.
$50 worth of Bitcoin,
It's $50 anywhere, right?
anywhere in the world.
Okay.
It's one currency.
All right.
So when people, like, I know here in most cities that they have families overseas that they're trying to support.
Yeah.
So when they make $100, $200 cash,
yes,
to wire that money
down
to them, Western Union or whatever.
Yeah. It costs.
Now they have to make sure it's open down there. Make sure it's open here.
Yeah.
I think it's costs at $20 to send 100. 25.
Okay. Yeah.
$100 worth of Bitcoin. How much costs to transfer it to someone's account?
I just know nothing.
About 4 cents.
Oh, 4 cents. Okay, so practically nothing. All
It's
right.
4 cents though.
Yeah.
It's something, but it's not $25.
Yeah.
That's why Jamie Dimon doesn't want people to invest in crypto, because he wants to keep. He's thinking that these old people like City or Chase is going to give him a job, his old job back. Look, dude, they ran you out. You know the board.
Yeah. Why would anybody?
The board.
Yeah.
I know you retired, but you didn't. The board told you had to go. Everybody in the fucking finance industry knows that. Like I said, my boys in BlackRock.
Yeah.
That I see for lunch every once in a while.
Okay. Yeah.
Go to Scooter to go like the Labs Park. They told me he's like the fucking Jim Cramer laughs at him.
Jim Cramer laughs at him.
Jamie Dimon, yeah.
Well,
they have more respect for Cramer because that's how little they think of Jamie Dimon.
Which that's pretty something, because I thought finance as a whole, just everybody laughs at Jim Cramer.
But they do, but not as much as Jamie Dimon.
Wow. Okay.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
Jim Cramer has a job.
It's true.
Jamie Dimon doesn't.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna hire him. He's a fucking idiot. Not my words.
Not your words.
Look, if he was worth anything, like his opinion or whatever, someone would go for the job, right? Or had some insight to bring a company forward. Someone, or like, you know the guy that invented MP3s?
Yeah.
Remember Napster?
Yeah, I remember Napster.
Do you know the kid that figured how to do that, make it MP3, an audio file?
Yeah.
Where's he now?
I don't know.
Do you know where he's working?
I don't know.
I do.
Where's he working?
Facebook.
Really?
Mark Zuckerberg gave him a job.
I mean,
He's one of the first people he hired.
Yeah.
You know why? He invented fucking MP3s. You don't think they're gonna fucking hit jackpot? He's a smart dude.
Yeah.
That's why you fucking hire him.
Okay.
He's always hireable because he's fucking smart. Yeah, he has a company. He had a company now, so he made a shitload of money.
Yeah.
But he's fucking smart. He could leave fucking Facebook. Well, actually, I don't think Zuckerberg would let him, but and get another fucking job because he's smart.
Yeah.
When you're asked to leave a company, most companies are. Word gets around fast that, yeah, you're telling everybody that he retired, but spend more time with his family. Then why is he talking to fucking in California, fucking Reagan museums? Because he's trying to keep his fucking name relevant.
Yeah. I would assume.
Dude, everyone's on to you. Just give up. Go grease filling in the night the fucking money you stole from J.P. Morgan.
Did he steal money from J.P. Morgan?
Oh my God, he's a fucking scumbag. With the over fucking draft fees and shit.
Oh yeah,
What's
it's
up?
true.
Can you hear me, crazy
I
lady?
can hear you. Can you hear me?
I still can't hear her. Motherfucker.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can't. We still can't hear
damn
you.
it.
It's something with our computer. We're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, I gotta. And I
Um,
had it running before.
You did.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's what fucking pisses me off. I know if I keep not work, and or I'll lose
well, I can. Now you sound really sick, but
Damn it.
yeah.
Shit. See, I don't know. This should be here. I think it's
10%,
I think.
10% smarter than your equipment, Timmy. That's all you gotta be. 10% smarter than your
Like
equipment.
that usually works.
Yeah.
And it
Got really low.
And it works.
Got low.
These might
Oh, that's a shame.
I'll have to go back.
I know. Darn it.
I'm sorry,
Something-
Kiz Lady. Say you want to catch up with me. We do want.
Yes. Because it's
I like
always
some
good
of
to
her
see you.
pictures today on her Instagram. It's fucking really.
I didn't get to see them today. Let me look.
Oh.
I mean,
I'm gonna
I
look
think
up your
they're older
Instagram.
pictures, but nonetheless.
Oh yeah. I'm looking up your. Okay, just a second. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting on Insta to look up all the pictures.
Oh my God.
What?
This is his quote. Jamie Dimon. Watch it.
Thank you, Panda.
I'm going to quote word for word what he said.
What did he say?
We should be stockpiling bullets. Like, the military guys tell you that, if don't stop saying you know. That's the worst fucking grammar you can have as far as a fucking CEO.
Yeah.
Or as anyone with somewhat intelligence. Don't keep saying you know. That's like saying it's only common sense. Or,
Yes.
Or saying, you're smart enough. I know. I shouldn't be telling you. You're smart enough. You probably already know.
Now explain.
You're really
it's only
belittling
sense,
somebody to not think different than you. You're setting them up to feel stupid.
Yeah.
So you already lost me. I know that fucking head game.
Yeah.
It's simple psychology, and you lost. You might have had me, but when you started doing that shit to try to fucking humiliate and make somebody look stupid, they might have a different opinion than you. You lost me. Now I'm totally against you. You had me, but then you tried to fucking put that belittling shit on. No,
not part of it.
You don't know what you're talking about now. Because you needed to bring that to attention. Because if I tell you something different, you don't know where to go. So you're going to try to humiliate me because it's always worked before.
Yeah.
Not me, but someone else. So anyway, we should be stockpiling bullets, he continued. Like, the military guys. What military guys? Which ones? The Coast Guard? They don't need bullets. They need fucking boats. Fucking idiot.
Well, I'm just thinking.
So hold on. Like, the military guys tell you that, if there's a war in the South China Sea, we have missiles for 7 days. Dude, it's not going to last 7 days. If we're in a missile war with China, it's not less than 2 days.
No.
So, moving forward.
No. Mm-hmm.
All right. That's why they're not going to allow you in the bunker anyway, Jamie. Don't worry. Okay, come on. I mean, you can't say that with a straight face and think that that's okay. So we know what to do. We just got to go about doing it. Get the people together, roll up our sleeves, have the debates.
Wait, debates or bullets?
Dude, first of all, you sound like a drunken fucking illiterate. Come on. I mean, we just gotta roll our sleeves up and debate. Dude, that's why Trump's in office. Everybody's tired of debating. He's getting shit done. That's why he's impressing people.
What shit is he getting done?
Say what you want.
I will. Tell me, what's he getting done?
For example, he's pardoned for assault break. He did.
Yeah.
He repealed 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah.
Okay? Great fucking, right there.
I agree. Those two are great.
Great.
Tell me one of the great things he did.
Okay, hold on. He says with a straight face.
Tell me.
But he's putting somebody like Kennedy in charge of the fucking, I know. You're shaking your head.
Are you serious? He's an anti-vaxxer.
Hun, I understand.
Measles is spreading all over because of that.
But I understand all that. But you understand people are tired of the status quo.
I agree.
To where they have the same problems.
Yeah.
Year after year after year.
Yeah.
And everyone says they're going to do something about it. They don't.
Yeah.
For example, Elon Musk with his Doge. What was the first thing he said about when he was going to cut, the government lost money?
He's going to cut the waste.
Hold on. Said. What was he going to do, though? And he might be able to have universal basic income.
Oh, yeah.
So he dangled that money.
He dangled
that money.
Yeah.
Never talked about it again.
Yeah.
Because once he got access to what he wanted access, because everybody was like, oh, yeah, well, he can do it. If anybody says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. He didn't. And he won't. He had no intention to. He wanted access to what he got access to.
And he got it.
Oh,
yeah.
You can't put the things back in the two.
And Trump is responsible for that.
But all I'm saying,
Trump
people
put
like
him in
that
office.
Change.
People do. I agree. People like change. But there's a real problem when you literally elect a con man.
Well, first,
he's a known con man.
I was telling you before.
Yeah.
Now, reactionary, right?
Yeah.
Versus proactive.
Yeah.
Where there was that story of whatever, we're at war with Afghanistan, but we gave them like $10 million worth of conflict.
Which is a lie.
Hold on.
But it's a lie.
Anyways. Let's just say, first of all, most people are. Especially, if you're in a war with why are we giving them anything?
Okay.
Well, you're past your rage and you're being upset.
Yeah.
What? What got me through it was like, they wear condoms. Wars last a long time. They don't last 7 years. They last decades. I'm sorry, Operation Desert Storm. You know what's called Operation Desert Storm?
Because it wasn't a war. They were put the off the list benefits to pay
They
their
gave
soldiers less.
congressional
Exactly.
on operation.
Yeah. Or for Afghanistan, Iraq, all of that, war on terror, but they were actually operations.
Right.
Yeah. Occupation.
So, but the big part is you have to think about is come back.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
It could be in season.
Yeah.
So send them a whole conference for people, you know, content
Or maybe you don't have access.
who
Yeah.
people and I don't mean that's an insult. A lot of professionals in foreign service.
Yeah.
They're not wealthy. They're not wealthy.
Yeah.
Yes, or their parents are taking but they still serve.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most people that go to the front lines actually fight face to face. Poor kids.
Because what other options do they have? Yeah.
And the more dangerous the shit is,
Yeah.
the money. So that's why you're not signing up for the military. Buy as many guns and bullets as you want.
Yeah.
Someone's got to shoot them. You know how to be spell bullet. 2 L's or 2 T's or both.
Right.
Give him a minute. Give him a minute. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. But nonetheless,
baby.
I know that.
What's that?
Using my product, you say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably. Probably. Because it's something.
You want to buy a valve.
People listen. Yeah.
Anyway. So, with mostly middle class, really important.
Yes.
And that from our
Yeah.
They're
rich man's games. Poor people are the ones who fight.
Right. If you're eating in other countries, they're not well armed. Because people like our war against Russia or China.
Foolish choice.
But nonetheless, no country takes another one. It is strong.
Now, mind you,
Maybe back in the day, but not anymore.
unless you join together like allies, like World War II. Yeah,
But
that was back in.
But we were asked to join that war before.
Yeah. Until we got attacked. Well, FDR, but also really took us getting attacked at Pearl Harbor by the Japanese. And the Japanese was an ally with the Nazis. So like, okay, we're going to go to them, then we go to the Nazis. Yeah. Yeah. It was over.
The first time, I fucking make it up. Okay, everyone.
Yeah.
So, but any country that invades Ukraine, they got nuclear weapons.
They did.
You know who asked them?
We
The
did.
United States.
Yeah.
We said, we do that. We got your back.
Yeah.
We'll do a fuck with you because that do fuck with us.
Yeah.
That was back in the 70s.
Yeah. And 80s and 90s and even early 2000s. That was pre-Trump. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You have a good reputation. We're one for.
Yeah.
We like your style. We're in on this name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. But you're right. If we have the nukes, they might actually. You got our backs. That's how we got rid of them. That's why everybody did So,
Yep.
But anyway, so the condoms,
Yeah.
you send them over to Afghanistan.
Which is not true. That didn't happen.
Okay.
But anyways, you were saying that was a lie.
Hypothetically. Okay. Oh my God, can you believe they did that? Wars, occupations don't last. Okay. So, if you have people wear condoms. The poor people.
Yeah.
Not have babies.
Yeah.
I mean, soldiers.
Yeah.
Because they're not having babies, because they're using condoms that are giving free.
Yeah.
Because they're going to say, hey, I have fucking sneakies. You're going to have sneakies. So you're going to kind of force them. Basically, the game plan behind the scenes. Buy a condom that's fucking, a couple cents.
Yeah.
To make. Instead of a bullet and fucking shooting. Buy a gun. And a fucking condom that's one less fucking innocent or anarchy. It's born fucking fighting. Yeah.
So if you believe that lie about giving millions of dollars worth of condoms to Afghanistan, then yeah, that would make sense too.
But,
Yes.
But hear me out.
Yeah.
Now, if you say, what about with the time where they that? First of all,
yeah, who's to say?
Okay. Who's they? What administration? What year? Who? Tell me a little bit more about it.
What are the deeds?
Because then I know you know what you're talking about. You might know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You can tell me who the president was, who you think was the president, and who had the House vote, who was the deciding vote.
Yeah.
Well, that shit, you're really tuned in on that.
But clearly don't know
And
what you're
when
talking
they
about
said,
at all.
and when they said, well, at once, when they said over, say, 2 years,
When they send over 10 years.
right, who sent it?
Yeah.
The Red Cross? Is it neutral party? Or was it us? Tell me a little bit. So wrapped up in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Then once you answer those questions, then maybe understand where you're coming from. Yeah. But now, my turn.
Yeah.
Would you rather have your grandson over there with the gun to shoot 20 years?
Yeah.
And that would
Yeah.
look, it's captured.
Yeah.
Let's have a torture.
Yeah.
Slow death.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, or condom. So you're at your opponent never born.
Yeah.
That's quantum leap shit. You go back in time and give them condoms, he's never born then.
It makes sense.
Okay, but I'm saying baby now behind says
yeah.
I'm like, oh, we don't want them to get VD. Yeah, put that shit out there. IRA rates, control. So see, where are these condoms? No, we want to have so many soldiers who said 1,000 guys ago, you're over fucking well. Yeah. That's what we want.
Yeah, well, I know.
We said no one guy in a pickup truck. Send the Mexican crew of fucking roofers and just put guns in their hands.
They'll handle it.
Right, it'll be done every day. You know?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, they can
I have
handle
a couple Coronas.
They can handle it, yeah. Oh, man.
You want to ride home, no problem. You want a rubber tube.
Oh, that's terrible. That was in poor taste.
It's still there.
Yeah. So now you're gonna make them get on a rubber tube.
I'm not making them make it stay there.
So that's the choice. They get on a rubber tube.
We're just want to retire it. Beachfront.
Baseline? Oh, beachfront. That's it. Okay.
Right? We got beaches over there, right?
I think
somewhere.
so. Yes.
If not, it's not. There's 100 of them. Send trust me. If you shovels.
This is poor choice.
No, they have great work ethic. They're fucking smart.
I agree. They do have great work. No, they do have great work.
How am I the asshole here?
Because you're saying you're going to get on a river to sail across the ocean.
No, we're going to live in there. But first, we have to fucking kill like 5 guys because 5 people chose to work on the tag place. Now we have to fight $5.
But now we're not going to fly them home.
We'll want them home. We don't have to.
But you just said that this was their choice. They either have to stay there, or they get on a rubber tube to go across the ocean.
They could do whatever they want. This is America. They could get on a rubber. They could come on a plane.
But you just said we weren't going to fly them.
Hey, there's United, there's Delta, there's something.
Oh, so even though they're soldiers, we're not going to take care of them.
The military is on shore.
Oh no, yeah.
I'll vouch for them.
Yeah, you lost me on this one. I was all with you the whole thing. Like, yes, again, we know this course, especially all across the U.S., but especially in New York, we know we have lots of.
I'm an asshole here.
Because you sound like an asshole. That's why.
Look, all I'm saying is, you don't have to go home. You know, a lot of dudes in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went there and actually fell in love.
Okay.
And they didn't come home.
All right.
I'm like,
and that was a choice.
My fucking coal mine and fucking job waiting for me.
Yeah.
This beautiful fucking Japanese girl.
Well, it's Vietnam. So they're not Japanese.
Whatever, right? I don't.
Yeah, but do you think Japanese?
You want to know my geography? No.
Please.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to tell a story. Now you're ruining it for everybody. Listen.
I know. I ruined it for everybody, didn't I?
Now, you know what?
Yeah, I spoil everything sometimes.
But nonetheless, you know how, like, Amerasian kids are really beautiful?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
Gorgeous.
As they say, mulatto?
Oh, yeah.
Or
mixed
race.
race.
Gorgeous?
Mixed race people are gorgeous, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, there's been many, in Afghanistan, some of them are beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Iran, and so
Middle Eastern.
Beautiful, like, Sophia Vergara?
Yes. Yes to Sophia Vergara.
Sophia Vergara. You're in the intimacy, just like some kids. Impregnate a couple of really ugly women. Ugly.
Why do they have to be ugly?
Because it's the recipe.
That's the recipe.
One of them has a gene in there somewhere. But if you see, like a positive, it's not going to. Like if you have 100 and 100, it's always go to 100.
Yeah.
Right. If you're like a 90, I'm a 90.
Yeah.
Right. You're 99.
Thank you, baby. Okay.
And I'm like 20. What does that add up to?
Oh man, 99 and 29.
128.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20.
Drop the one.
Because
are you sure they can only go to 100?
Yeah. That's the recipe.
Is that really the recipe?
For hot adults, I thought.
Is it
real? I guarantee you. I got a picture of her parents. Yeah. One of them beating the ugly stick.
Oh,
or
so
maybe
bad.
not. Maybe the mom was average. I guarantee if I go back one more generation to the grandparents.
Yeah.
I guarantee it was like, look at the grandparents.
Yeah.
You look hard, like, wow, if you done your fucking 23 and me, you know what? Guess what?
Oh, man.
I'd like to see a fucking Maury Povich show on that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's a recipe. So, really,
so you think two beautiful people cannot create a beautiful child?
It's a recipe. Look it up.
You see, I've never seen that recipe. I've never seen that recipe. But I know a lot of times, decades, a number of times, absolutely ugly guys. Like, how did they get connected? But it's gossip. It's gossip.
Like program. Like look at Tim Towers, ugly.
I mean, he has his time.
But
he's not his time. He's a good looking dude when he's not married.
We get going with he's got
who?
The professor was so fucking frustrated.
Oh, I know he's so professor. Wait, the professor's in my professor's in Robert Reich?
No, that fucking
Oh, Esteban. Yes, Esteban is absolutely gorgeous.
He could be wearing fucking. No.
He could be wearing a trash bag,
That's right.
and he's so gorgeous.
No, he's
Yeah. Why can't he procreate? Because is he just too beautiful? Because he is beautiful.
Again, that's not that perfect.
Yeah.
Even with the ugliest, like, person.
Yeah.
It's still an abomination in the eyes of the Lord.
What?
So that's his doing to just my eyes and the world's eyes.
Yeah.
We have to.
But I thought you just said that if somebody is gorgeous, it's hooked up with somebody who's ugly, it's an abomination.
He's 100 square.
Yeah, I can see that. He's gorgeous.
Smile.
Yeah.
Okay. They're out there.
There are others.
Not many.
I just say I've never seen one. Very cool. When did you see it?
I never saw it.
You did get to see it. That's cool.
Nonetheless.
I know as a kid I was looking at it. Yeah.
Anyway.
I assumed. Yeah.
Anyway. That is 100 square.
Yeah.
He's square, but that's and has its good and bad. You can't procreate
because you're just too pretty.
It just can't. It just fucks up the recipe and the equation. See, like I said, if you're an 89 or a 90,
yeah,
hook up like 20,
yeah,
or 40. Now, as long as you get the kid gets to 15 above, 90, 70.
Yeah.
Really one hot one, one decent looking. Right?
Okay.
Now you're together. He's a kid. And you know what? Maybe even if you get a 50 as a kid, you're really smart.
Yeah. Maybe that comes for something.
There's also the anomaly factor that you get someone like this.
Yeah.
And someone like that.
Yeah.
They happen.
Yeah.
Hook up one drunken night.
Yeah.
Really drunk.
Because she's definitely not his type.
Really drunken night. Now, I feel firm in the head.
Oh,
So right now that brought it down to a whole. Not one of the square.
Oh.
That's not good square.
Yes.
It's about
Yeah.
or to the umpteenth power. I don't know what power.
No,
I would, and she would need to be like 80 years old to really bring that.
Okay.
And, internal egg,
yeah,
it's not a 20-year-old egg.
No.
I'd still knock the dust off of it, but.
Oh, I know you would. I mean,
Shoot.
she's not 1,000. But yeah, absolutely.
So.
And she's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. Breathtaking.
Once in a while, I'm seeing I'm not even saying that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You wouldn't come out with,
beautiful children.
Right. So.
You figured out the formula, my son.
Everybody knows the formula.
You see, I've never heard this formula before. Yeah.
Right. Well,
never before.
You don't read people.
I clearly not. Clearly not. Now, what papers did you read? What book
Look,
did you
it's
read?
in the book.
What book?
Fucking what is that website?
Oh, it's not a book. It's not a book. It's a website.
Well, it's a website based on a book, a string of books.
Oh, I see.
The Black Vault.
The Black Vault.
Black Vault. For the real truth is Black.
Oh.
Black Vault. Okay. Right there. Boom. Right there.
Oh.
Okay. Freedom of Information Act documents.
Okay.
We learn the mystery, mind control, New World Order, real viewing. Yep. All of it.
And this formula is in that somewhere on that website. But this website is based on a series of books. What books is this website based on?
Freedom of Information Act. What do you want to do? What do you want? Intelligence or history? Do you want office technology, Richard Helms collection? What? Oh, get out of here.
I know.
Here you go, look. OTA report from 1990 to 92. And I So, report. Right there. Boom. Where's that? Boom. From the federal government. John H. Gibbons. About cystic fibrosis DNA tests. Implications of carrier screening advisory panel. But you'll find it somewhere in there. The recipe. Look up. I don't know what it might be titled. I'm like, the recipe. DNA recipe. I don't know. I don't remember where. I read it somewhere on
Because
here.
I saw that said about DNA about cystic fibrosis. That didn't say anything
Controversies. That's just not a controversy. All right. So, during first phase of declassified Epstein file. Epstein files. That sounds like a fucking TV show.
It does. Now there have been, of course, documentaries about Jeffrey Epstein. About
Boom.
here.
Look at all this. Boom. Black vault. There's a ledger.
Yeah.
Let me read that. Boom.
It's wild.
Boom. Boom. Yep.
Horrifying.
It's fucking how many more pages? 343.
Yeah. No.
Got me distracted.
I
Talking about
know.
the recipe.
And I was asking you where that
just
recipe came
send-
from.
You can send her father still alive or her mother still alive. Send her eggs or send her cheers or something.
They made her, must be, yeah.
Even though they're probably not to our,
To our what?
test tubes, children, and all that.
Oh, you're saying like Colombia as a whole is not.
No,
too.
there's Afghanistan, wherever we're going to
Oh, I thought we were talking about Sofia Vergara.
be. We are, but talking
And then
about
it was Heidi Klum, Esteban.
what we're
I'm trying to follow.
We're talking about procreate.
Okay.
And want to procreate. You have that country, your baby.
Yeah.
Not procreate.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would have babies until you got
Yeah.
so that you said, "Our boy."
Yeah.
A couple Mexicans in the not only will they invade, take over, they'll have some, they can,
Do I know?
say, hold them to stay there and procreate babies that I help make.
To make beautiful babies.
It was my recipe. I just read the handbook. It looked like a flight over.
You read the handbook, okay.
In the black hole.
Wait, you read the handbook on the flight over to where? Do you read a handbook or you went on the website? Oh, they can read it, okay. But is it a handbook or is it a website?
Because you could get the information on it.
Yeah. Oh, you can. It's true. Now that's not a handbook.
Everything.
I mean, I would think so. I would think if you're asking for Freedom of Information Act, you want to have all of it. It's not just going to be one person.
You have to ask specifically what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to know about JFK,
Yeah.
the cops on duty,
Yeah.
aggressing home.
Yeah.
Who called out on aggressing home? Who was let me have their police reports. Police reports.
Yeah.
The prior day, the prior day after from Dallas.
Yeah.
Not the local, and then you get the addition of Dallas police to send the same thing, action,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
That's a good journalist reporter does, but
Yeah.
we like that. Of course, I wouldn't read all that stuff.
Oh, I
Of course,
know.
I know. We're having guilty.
Yeah.
There's check.
Okay, you said this to our listeners, like, because I know we cover listeners.
No, they listened to the podcast I did before.
Yeah, it's true. You've said this more
If
than
you
once
look
on
it
the
up,
podcast.
LBJ, that's my story.
Yeah.
He killed him because there was no way that some fucking loudmouth Irish Catholic
Yeah.
was going to fucking hop step over him to become president. Seasoned politician from the South.
Yeah.
Wanted me to like black
I wanted you to like black people. What?
because he was a northerner. He wanted to like black people.
Oh.
But he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to do. 100% he did it. That's why he was killed. Because I knew some neighbors before retired.
Yeah.
He worked on Kennedy, not in Dallas, but he worked in Dallas. Had drinks, James, some of his
Wow.
many nights he spent all night with his country program. So fucking then functional.
Wow. Functional alcoholic. What?
You saw how many kills had Kennedy killed. Who was the most powerful ever at any given time?
President. The president.
Not the mom.
The president.
And if the president wanted to go with the status quo, it was just being established.
Yeah. What was the status quo that was just being established?
Well, hey, this is a good draft. I'm a seasoned politician. I can't fuck up anywhere. My wallet never has to open.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to give me money.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
I'm the HNIC.
Yeah.
But wherever I go, I was just a stupid senator, congressman, governor, and vice president.
Yeah.
Now, this motherfucker here, talking how people used to undo shit,
Yeah.
and might do not happen. How many people that were seasoned forever,
Yeah.
bureaucrats that were in office.
So you think
No, I
others
know.
were involved with it too?
But you just can't. Who's it forward to? Somebody that wasn't checked on.
Yeah.
You think he or somebody was approached?
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe.
And he knew people long enough. He literally walked in.
Yeah, he did.
He was never a governor, right?
No, not that he was a veteran, but that's not the same thing. Yeah.
That was it. That was his credentials. Trump.
Mind you, though,
Nobody's saying.
Kennedy wasn't a con man.
Well, you can know.
As far as we know, he wasn't.
I do, for as much as him and his brother were organizers,
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be as popular as they are.
Yeah, you've said that before.
They had their
If
moment.
they were around today, they wouldn't be as popular.
Because they were. If they did the same thing they were doing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
press knew he was fucking Marilyn Monroe. It just shows, okay, we're not here for that. We're not
Yeah.
gossip. Because we know they're not going to do anything. We know about other things.
Yeah.
So they're not for it.
Yeah.
That's not that's what it's
That's true. Or this report was happening.
right. So a lot of they want to go on the hook.
I get that.
But now, a womanizer like Lopez, Trump's bad.
Because he is.
What about him? Him and his brother were fucking Marilyn Monroe.
I believe
Put her in
it.
the fucking nut house.
Wait, put who in the nut house? Oh, yeah, they.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah. They did. I mean, she went through a whole bunch of stuff. That she went through her whole life, but they were no help. Exactly, it's true.
You know, you think if Trump had a brother and he was fucking, you know, like when he went by a porn star and hit her off, right?
Yeah.
Kennedy didn't pay Marilyn Monroe anything except grief.
Yeah.
So they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He's doing like a brother did.
Yeah.
Talk about a piece of shit.
Yeah. I can see that.
So how popular would he have been in today's world?
Not very, I would think.
No. But let's answer.
Yeah. And it also depends on who's your audience.
I think it was a time and place. He had his time and place.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't do a lot of good things or wanted to do a lot of good
Yeah.
things. It's just a lot of good people help the masses, but abuse a lot of other people most of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like right now, the lifestyle where everybody doesn't have a problem with people smoking.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Bill Clinton.
Oh, Bill Clinton did that. Okay.
He made it because he had cigarette cancer.
Yeah.
He was the
Or
one.
lung cancer.
Yeah, but she smoked. She was a nurse. She smoked, and that's how she died. But he had said that it bothered him so much. But it just wasn't a platform. It was like, you know what? The smoking. Now we all kind of know the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. There's no
After you-
question. Yeah.
Okay, it's you know.
Causes cancer.
If I smoke it, you get second chance smoking.
Yes.
Cancer. So you know what? I do have some control.
Yeah.
That's the shit I
Yeah.
start to.
Great
Yeah, but
idea.
that's pushback. You know what? Instead of growing tobacco or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure it out, but we're gonna start to raise taxes on it so people stop smoking.
Yeah.
Because we pay for it in the end. Because
We
when you're
do.
in the hospital, it costs. It takes away from Medicare. It can go to like heart transplants, whatever.
Yeah.
So pay for it that way. Then after he raised the taxes away, they were told, okay, so now no smoking in federal buildings, state buildings.
Yeah.
That's nice. Designated smoking areas.
That's nice.
And what happened? Corporate followed.
Which is great. Well, I even remember being a kid. I remember when all of a sudden there's a smoking section and non-smoking section, and my mom and my sister are very, very sensitive to cigarettes, like migraines, and they said it really doesn't make a difference. Like, yeah, they're just over there. It still hurts. This is really nothing. What is this?
But that's really like the states.
Yeah.
If you want smoking in a restaurant, it's not. In the States, that was the whole thing. It's, all right, well, I remember, like, I went to Seattle, where there's place on Route 33.
Yeah.
So
I've heard of it before.
I could sit there at the bar, smoke, and have a fucking beer and a fucking,
Okay.
use a motorcycle and drive another 50 miles. Right.
Because that was smart.
But I still have
Drunk
my,
driving.
Anyway.
Couple of beers.
But I said cigarettes. In a salad. But nonetheless, you could. It had its time. Until another steakhouse opened, you can have smoking anywhere.
Okay.
You can't have smoke outside and come back in.
Yeah.
How much time is it?
I don't know. How does it
Not
take?
long. Like, again, I'm not gonna lie. You smoke outside. There's a place there. You smoke outside.
Okay.
You can come here in. Right on the other side of that wall. Now I couldn't see anybody smoking outside. Yeah,
true. At least I know here in NYC, for the most part, I mean, usually where I work at schools frequently, and there's signs on the building, and even some corporate locations, a lot of them, there's a sign right out front saying, smoking within 10, within 12 feet of the entrance.
Now see, vaping.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's like, well, it's not a cigarette. You're doing it like other people.
It's not smoke. But we already know at this point in time too that people are getting really sick from it.
Still inhale it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Get high, and also too, it gets people really, really sick.
But still,
it's synthetic.
You're encroaching on people's choice.
Yeah. On their health.
You don't want water, but I'm gonna still fucking what's up. She said, "Well, I said, yeah."
Okay.
I said, "Which one about you?" Yeah. Pour a lot of coke in. Arkansas airport. God's listen to me.
Crazy.
Because it was good coke.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Wait, what was that?
Great coke from what I understand.
Okay.
How Cruz made a movie about it.
He did. It's true.
With Barry Seal. He was playing for years. Even if he gave what the fastest fucking jets to follow him in his little Piper Cubs. Yeah. Well, let him go really fast. I have a really good guess I did do. 100 gallons of their miles. 100 gallons of my tank is 500 miles.
But you know, that's something I didn't know. Tom Cruise made a movie about it. I didn't know that. The first thing that came to my mind was Johnny Depp. Oh,
that was based on Barry Seal.
Yeah, that
this
was
is
totally
a true story about Barry Seal. When Barry Seal, the locals, they had him in cuffs, had him in the fucking all this stuff, put him in prison, cuffs, and you know what kind of office? They don't lock me in. Sure enough, guy called said, yeah, listen. Cadillac.
Well, not Tom Cruise, but Barry Seal. Tom Cruise played Barry Seal.
Yeah, but
Tom Cruise didn't do it.
Driving the scene.
Yeah, clarifying this.
Tom Cruise was not a drug runner.
No, he's an actor. So yeah, he is. That's something he's is such an unbelievably
American
spectacular
Made.
actor. American Made, okay.
It was called. That was 2017. Special trial. Fuck Domino's. Thank you. Fucking. I'll give you a meat lover.
No cheese?
Fly anywhere.
Oh,
My name's Barry Seal. Thanks for the damage. Hey, little darling. Come back. Some of this shit really happened. You never saw me.
oh my God.
Top of your class for civil air control. Well, like you shouldn't be flying. Haven't you ever wanted something more, Barry? You should be serving your country. We need you to deliver stuff. Oh, this is legal. You're doing it for the good guys.
I ain't sure.
That's how you support the family.
It's gonna be good for us.
Is this all legal?
You trust me? We're expanding operation, Barry.
Roscoe ducked this
Hey,
back
Bugsy,
yard.
what's up?
There are bills blowing around everywhere.
I'll rake it up in the morning. Stop your weapons!
Guns, drugs, money laundering.
Did y'all know the caddies have more trucks facing any other car? I'll get each and
That
every
was
one
safe.
of the caddy your trucks. So I'm gonna walk out of here. There ain't a damn thing any one of you can do about it.
He's free to go.
Well, wait a minute. Before you should have taken the caddies. I was working for the CIA, DEA, and Pablo Escobar. 1,500 kilos. That's 15. 100 kilos, brother. In one go. Get it?
American Made.
Okay.
It's in 2017.
I
Great
want to
movie.
see that.
That was the only picture they had of Pablo Escobar helping him onto a plane.
Man.
He trusted him that much. He's like, come on. Pablo's going to stare at a bunch of guys do the work. Come over, grab one. And that's when he started paying for his.
Man.
Yeah, he was a fucking nut. Like,
I believe it.
They would have some ungodly stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I want to see it. Never saw
Based
that
on a
one.
true story.
Okay.
You know how he got killed?
How?
Government let him kill.
No.
Because basically, at the end, I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Yeah. What?
And Fungi says, what be the haps?
Nothing. We can't hear you if you wanted to call in because I got to
Yeah.
fix the speakers again. They were working before the podcast, so I don't know that.
They were. But yeah, Timmyboy here was just showing me the trailer. And we played it for, if you could hear it on the podcast too, was playing the trailer for the movie American Made. And it was about a real life man, Barry Seals, who actually used to bring in or fly in cocaine from Pablo Escobar. It's during the Iran-Contra.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was he did it for a long time.
Man. And what else be the haps? Because I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Okay. So, but we're going to
DC3?
DC3. I don't know what that means. DC3? What does that mean? DC3. PCP? PCP?
Not the same thing. Not at all.
PCP?
Yeah. DC3 and PCP are not the same thing. Here, let me look up DC3.
DC3. Plane. Yes. No. I don't know what he fucking had. I know he had a few Pipers, and he always liked them because he put so much gas in them.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. And yeah, it's they let him get killed.
It was too much of a risk,
No.
I would assume, to them.
Well, no, I don't want to give it away, but yeah, even Fungi says, yeah, it's the best drug.
Yeah, drug smuggled playing the best. Yeah, I would think so, Fungi.
Yeah, all right, here he is. Yeah, he's a semi-retired Navy veteran. All right, so yeah, he. I'm
And
sure.
thank you for your service.
Yeah, I'm sure he's smuggled some shit in, right? Fungi, you don't have to fucking lie. You tell me. You know. And I thank you for your service at that too.
Yes, thank you for your service, Fungi, for
'Cause-
being in the Navy.
The drug war is fucking bullshit. The
It
drug
is,
war
I
is just
agree.
a way to make fucking money. You don't have to report to Congress.
And Fungi said, "How did you guess?" There you go. You know what? Not judging you if you did. That's okay.
You're a fan of our show. That's
a good point. You listen to our show. I have a
yeah,
feeling.
like Joel, I was reading some of the titles that we had for the shows,
Yeah.
and one of them last thing was like, and Joanne doesn't really get Timmyboy's audience.
Yeah.
Because she was reading this really intricate thing for like 20 minutes while I'm like, honey, stop.
Yeah, I remember you said 20 minutes. I literally read it for
felt-
about 5 minutes.
But it felt like 20. So like, honey.
Oh, thanks for following us, Fungi.
Yes, thank you. But yeah,
I
honey,
can't bring up anything intelligent, right?
you can, but yeah, you can. Okay,
Oh, man.
you know.
Oh, I know.
Okay, it's enough. We gotta go. But Small Guy will be back on tomorrow.
Tomorrow, or at the very least by Tuesday.
And I'll have the speaker fixed by then.
Yes,
So
that'd be
you can
great. Thanks for
call
liking
in.
us, Fungi.
You better tune in, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Too. So I do want to talk to you, crazy lady, and just
And of course,
we'll just
if
go
you-
on the other computer because I know that'll work.
That does. And of course, if you join us for the next episode, Fungi, we would love to hear from you too.
He will be a motherfucker, and I
Or
will.
she.
And what time, honey? What time?
I would think, I don't know, you want to go for an afternoon for Thursday,
You're
for
gonna have
Tuesday?
to.
What do you think, like 3 o'clock?
Well, you tell me. Like you're.
How about let's say 3 o'clock?
Hold on, let me see. Let me go look.
All right, Timmyboy's looking up the calendar right now. Let me see.
Oh yeah, Tuesday you're not working. All right. So
I'm not. I have Tuesday off, so I'll be home. I'll be here.
So Tuesday.
Yeah, Timmyboy says Tuesday.
After 3.
After 3?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
After
1.
1.
After 1.
And Thursday.
Thursday.
After 3.
After 3. So do you want to say, you said after 3 for Tuesday. Do you want to say 4 or do you want to say 3:30?
Let me write this down so I can stick to it.
Yes, Timmyboy's writing it down.
What did I say? Tuesday when?
Tuesday after 3. Yes, 3 Thursday Eastern time, yeah, because we're in New York City.
All right, so Wednesday what?
You said Wednesday after 4.
I should say 4.
Say 4 o'clock, okay. Tuesday 3, Wednesday 4, and you want to say Tuesday 3 again? Okay. So we'll be back. At the very least, we might be on tomorrow, maybe. I know I have to work tomorrow, but then Tuesday, 3 o'clock, we should be on.
Tuesday, and then Wednesday 4, and then Thursday 3.
That's right.
Well, I don't favor.
I told them.
Okay.
I just said the nuts. You said this and I repeated it. So Tuesday 3, Wednesday 4, Thursday 3.
Okay, perfect.
And Fungi says Big Apple. That's right. That's where we're at. Oh, man. What do you think, baby? You want me to wrap it up?
Yep.
All right. Good day. See you, Fungi. We'll be on again, everybody, at the very least by Tuesday. Of course, it was great getting to see Crazy Lady on here, too. But we'll see y'all soon. Have a great rest of your weekend.